I'm going to start out by getting a turtle out that I have had for 21 years, 23 years, and was collected from what we call a fresh body of water. In fact, that body of water is referred to as a lentic body of water because it's not going anywhere. Now, these organisms, or this particular organism, can live to be 50 years old and weigh as much as 50 pounds. He is considered to be a tertiary consumer. And that means that he's at the very top of the food chain and at the very top of all those food chains that come together that we call a food web. Nothing in that environment or that ecosystem is going to be looking to kill and consume him as a food source. So let me get Snappy out. This is Snappy, a regular snapping turtle. Now, I estimate that Snappy is about 28 years old. Now, he should be a little bit larger than what he is right now, simply because he is now in captivity. Now, I use Snappy in lessons to show students about the various adaptations that have helped Snappy survive over the years that he's lived. For example, we know that he has a shell, and that shell protects him. He also has some other structural adaptations, such as his feet. His feet, you might consider them to be very ugly. He has skin in between his toes, and we refer to those feet or those type of feet as being web feet. So that gives him the ability to swim in that watery environment. He also does not have teeth, but he has a very strong bite. And if you look very closely, you can see at the very point of his mouth, it's a bird-like beak. Now, the knife sharp jaws that he has allows him to cut and tear meat so that he can consume it. Now, Snappy, even though he's a wild animal, I've had him all these years, guess what? He will still bite me if he gets a chance because that's his defense mechanism. Now, nothing in the pond is going to be looking to kill and eat Snappy. But when he gets hungry, he's going to eat anything that he can get in his mouth, especially if it's made up of flesh or meat. So that makes him the type of consumer that we refer to as being a carnivore. And he also is a tertiary consumer. Now, we know that there are different levels of consumers that exist in an ecosystem. There's primary, secondary, and of course, this guy would be at the very top, the tertiary consumer. And I really feel like Snappy's going to be around for a very, very long time in the future.